You know, and it's similar to what David was saying. I think if we were having this argument 20 years ago about the abolition of the BBC licence fee, it would be a much, much tougher sale than it would be today. But fast forward to now, and it's the easiest sell on the planet. It really, truly is. Why would we pay to be propagandised? Why? Why would we pay to be psychologically tortured in this manner? And why would we pay the huge salaries of the people in the building behind us? I mean, just look at this monstrosity. This is all paid for by us. And the thing is, the argument's the same as it would have been 20 years ago, strangely enough. But the difference is now we've got 101 alternatives. And only with these alternatives, similar to David Clue's, that we've become aware of just how badly we've been misled here. The simple truth is we don't need the BBC. The establishment machine needs us. The BBC needs us, not the other way around. In a world where information is everything, we can't afford to pollute our information stream. This information pollution ultimately leads to situations like we face all over the country, where truth becomes increasingly indistinguishable from falsehood, where consensus cannot be attained in any way, where our society in general is being pushed to breaking points. Such is the importance of correct information. You know, I wish I could have devoted more time to this speech. I really could, but I'm sorry. We are inundated with this election campaign. We really are, and it's a very, very intense campaign, and it is consuming me and Richard both mentally, physically, and spiritually. But in summation, we don't need the TV licence. It's antiquated, it's ran its course, and it's done enough damage. Without the power of a state broadcaster skewing public opinion, the people might just stand a chance against this political machine. So thank you all, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello everyone, I'm going to tell you about a little game I play sometimes in my car. I'm going along in my car, my radio, I don't know, I can't get many channels, so I listen to Radio 4 sometimes. So I started off BBC Radio 4, and I start counting when it turns on. 1, 2, 3, and I count how many seconds it is before they're on to either sexism, racism, LGBT or climate change. And the average is about 3 seconds. Try it yourself, I'm not exaggerating. That really is what it's like. They've got their own priority, they've got their own agenda, and they force it onto the population. Even the language they use, they make no effort whatsoever to be neutral. It's assisted dying they're onto now. Sex workers, reproductive rights. Whatever the progressive side wants something calling, the BBC will call it that. It will, in an instant. But they don't even know they're doing it. They must sit around tables and committees, you know, their neutrality committee must sit down and look at all their output and think, no, that looks good to us, that seems unbiased, that seems to be reflecting all sectors of opinion. They cannot see it. So the BBC is incurable. If I thought it could be cured, I think, okay, fair enough, a national broadcaster, you know, that might be quite nice, bring the nation together around some common culture and values. You could win me over to that. But can the BBC be cured? No. Now I think it cannot be cured. The only solution is, as we're proposing today, scrap the licence fee, let it compete. If people want to watch this sort of thing, if people want to have that agenda rammed down their throat morning, afternoon and night, let them pay £100 a year for whatever and let them have it. The rest of us, let us go and choose our own thing. I always think, imagine if you went to, I don't know, Belarus or North Korea or something, and you went into a newsagent, you got a newspaper, took it over the counter and said, I'd like this one please. And they said, that's fine sir, but you're not allowed to buy that newspaper unless you buy the government newspaper first. You say, what? What's going on here? But that's just like here. You can't watch other TV channels unless you pay for the government channel first. It's just outrageous. It's completely outrageous. They make you pay even if you've got no intention of watching it, even if you just pay something else. So it's got to stop. I mean, on a more serious note, and what I've been saying, it's frustrating, isn't it? They take your money, they use it to deny your values, but the effect on this nation, I believe, is it's warping the values of the nation and leading the nation down a path that's ultimately going to be really harmful for it. It's harmful for every single person in this nation, and that's no joke, and the BBC is responsible for that. So let's scrap the licence fee, and that would be a good first step. Right, thanks.